Today on Baker's Green Acres, we are going to be eating lardo.
Hey there, welcome to the Homestead Kitchen. Today we're talking fat, pig fat to be exact. We've had some questions about how to make lardo. If you're interested in rendering lard, I have a video that I'll link down below so that you can check that out. This is lardo. Lardo is merely salt-cured fat, back fat off the pig. There's two kinds of fat. There's leaf lard, or kidney fat. It's from the inside of the pig, and there's back fat that's all along the top line, over top of the loins. The kidney fat, or leaf lard, is superb for rendering. The back fat can be rendered, and it can be salt cured into lardo. All your ingredients are your chunk of back fat, salt, and thyme. And you end up with something like this. We scald and scrape our pigs, so we keep the rind on. That's what this is the skin. It helps preserve your fat a little better because it makes sure that there's at least one side that's not going to have any exposure to air or light. It gives you a nice way to hang it to last. And there's certain bacterial processes that happen with the skin. However, if your pig doesn't have any skin on, you could still make lardo. Not a problem. A word about salt before we start, since salt is one of the main ingredients in lardo, besides the lard. Kosher salt is good. Canning salt is good. I have some real salt from our local food store. Himalayan pink salt. No salts that have additives. Table salt, not good, because you want the salt for preservative. And if there's other stuff in your salt, it's not going to have as much saltiness and preserve as well. Also, you don't want those additives in your meat. The anti-caking in canning salt is fine from everything that I've read. That's good. So, you've got your nice chunk of lard. If you have the skin on, the skin won't shrink, but the fat will. So, you want to trim the edges by the skin so that it's at about a 45-degree angle, and it's got a little leeway for shrinkage in the fat. You also want to trim off any flaps or things that could seal air into your lard. With meat, when you have those, it can create botulism. That can grow very bad, very dangerous. With the lard, you're not going to run that risk, but it will trap air in there and you'll get oxidization. Oxidization is the enemy of your fat. It creates really horrible off flavors that you don't want to eat, so you'll end up throwing it away. I guarantee and promise, and this is the voice of experience. So, you want to trim your piece so that it's nice and even, and you've got nice edges to allow the fat to shrink and the skin to stay nice and flat as your piece cures. You can put the salt and the fat together in a number of ways. I like to use these open-ended bags. I put the fat in, and then I add the salt to just totally encase it. If you don't have open bags, you can use Ziploc bags. You can also use vacuum sealer bags and vacuum seal it. You just put the piece in again, put salt, really pack it around it, and vacuum seal, and you're good to go. It's a nice way if you're going to transport or if you can share it with people. This is a bag that I have. The salt was tight around them. You can see where it kind of broke. I packed a bunch of these in a box so that they were really tight together and it kept the salt up around the pieces really well. and that's fine. That works really good. This is a fun experiment we tried this past year. We had this bucket and we put one big long piece of lardo, back fat, all the way around, and then filled it with salt. So it's totally encased in salt. You can see right there is the piece of lard. And it's gonna just sit there and hang out until I need to use it. At which point I'll pull it out, take off what I want, and then I can put it back in the salt if I want to. One of the fun things you can do with your lardo is add spices. This one, I put paprika on. I've put sprigs of rosemary on before. You could add fennel. Whatever spices you really, really like. Put those on, pack it in the salt, and it'll pull some of that seasoning in as it cures. Needs to stay in the salt for 30 days. At that point, you can start using it. You can leave it in the salt until you're ready to use it. And you don't have to refrigerate it. I keep it in a cool, dark place, and it keeps just fine. When it's all done, and you're ready to start using it, I put a string on the skin, and I hang it right in my kitchen. Otherwise, it's out of sight, out of mind, and I forget about using it. It works really great for anything that you're going to put in a frying pan. All you have to do, cut it off the rind. So I cut a little bit, make my slice off. If you have a sharp knife, it works a whole lot better. And now I've got this little piece. I mentioned oxidization. When I pull it out of the salt, I leave that crusty edge on it. So as it's hanging in the kitchen, it's got that crusty edge. That edge is going to oxidize, which means it turns yellow. And this piece hasn't been out for long enough to really see that at all, which is fine and good. I'm still going to cut the crusty edge off because it is super salty. And if you try and eat that, you'll choke yourself. Again, this is the voice of experience. Now I have this really nice piece here. I can dice it and throw it in the frying pan, render it down, and I end up with something like bacon bits and fat to cook my meat or my vegetables in. I've diced it and put it on roast veggies in the oven. You can slice it real thin and do the same, or layer it over a roast to add some fat. Remember, fat is flavor. So you can do a lot of things. Anywhere that you need fat in your kitchen, you've got a shelf-stable, ready-to-use piece. Worst comes to worst, if you're really hungry, Frank's here helping me, and this is what he was doing. You can slice it really thin and just eat it. And he's snitching from under the camera here because it's really good. Tastes nice and clean, a little salty. Excellent. Feeding your pigs. One thing that will make a big difference in your lardo or your lard is what you fed your pigs. If you feed them feeds that can make oil, like corn and soy, it'll create an oilier fat. Plant oils go rancid faster than animal oils. So when you have that stored in the fat and it's made the fat more oily, your fat's not going to keep as well. It's going to go rancid faster. When it goes rancid, it has changed so that it has more free radicals in it, and it's not good for your body anymore. So you'll always want to make sure that you know what the animal's been eating, how it's been raised, what's been stored in that fat. Because fat is the storage, the closet of the body. So whatever that pig has been eating, the stress that it's been under, stress hormones, all of these things are stored in that fat. So make sure you know your farmer, know your pigs, get good fat, and you can make lardo for your kitchen. Quick, frequently asked question. what to do with the salt when it's all done. When I have all of my lardo out of this bag, can I reuse the salt? The answer is no. Of all the wisdom that's in the Bible, there's a lot of practical stuff. And there's the question asked one time, when salt loses its saltiness, what is it good for? The answer is nothing. And it's true. We're so used to using it just to season our food at the table that we think, well, how would salt lose its saltiness? Well, it's been used. And it's exchanged salt for moisture and other components in your cured meat product. Therefore, when the ratio of meat or fat to salt changes, you can't reuse that salt. It's no longer as salty as you need it to be. It's not bad. You can use it to fertilize your garden. If you use it in a real concentrated way, you can use it to kill weeds in the yard. You can give it to the animals as a salt for them. Lots of uses for it yet, but you can't put your lard pieces back in to make more lardo. Just like if you use a brine for bacon or copa or whatever it is you're curing meat-wise, don't reuse it. It's lost its saltiness, and it's not good for making new cured products. So that's the answer to that question. Have a great and abundant day.
Today on Baker's Green Acres, we are going to be eating a substance that you can't know about. Until now, which I'm going to disclose. Lardo. Ah, good!
Ba ba da ba da ba da.